Yeah, we go up. Chasing this money, it give me a rush. I am the shit and I still can't be flushed. Still in the six and I still can't be touched. Craving rap bitches, eat them up for lunch. Moving that white like the Brady Bunch. They think that I'm soft until I make it crunch. Yeah, they think that I'm soft until I make it. I load up the chopper, might light your whole block up. If you feeling froggy, then leave.
Yeah, my creatives, what's going on? You already know when the ha go. You know when I say you know when the ha go, you know what that means. It's another edition of Cuts. You know what the Cuts stand for. Culture, urban, technology, and sports, my creatives. Yo, we are in the North once again. Back in season 4, we did Bugatti Bonzu. But no, it's Bonzu, I believe. Yes, Bugatti Bonzu, dope artist. Talk to them. We're back in the North again. Episode 114 of Cuts. Nonetheless, man, shout out to Sasha. Yo, dope publicist, man. She always gets the great talent from the North. And we here on Cuts, we have no problem interviewing them. Nonetheless, man, my creatives, we got DJ Andre 905 in the building. What's good, sir?
Not much. How are you? How are things?
I can't complain, man. I'm real. You know, this week definitely just off the charts, man. Getting calls about I got interview auditions with Let's Make a Deal. Guest appearance today. You know, just a lot of shit is going on, and I'm able to interview you, man. Yo, man, let's get right to it, man. Take us into the feeling of being able to have the opportunity and accomplishing the opportunity of DJing for a sports team, professional sports team at that. Take us into that, man.
Yeah, honestly, it's like a blessing. So literally, even the way that the opportunity came about is, I want to shout out my homie DJ Lincoln Bio. He actually DJs for King of the Dot, which is like a big
the Battle League.
Yeah, so he's actually their DJ. But anyhow, before he used to work at this one restaurant called Real Sports, which is owned by the Raptors and Leafs. It's because it's right next to the Scotiabank Stadium.
Right.
So he was like the DJ there, and when they announced they were gonna have a team here in Mississauga called the Raptors 905, I then hit him up. I'm like, hey, do you know who I can speak to? Because I would love to DJ for this team.
Right.
He literally sent one email, connected me to the head guy that books all the talent, and literally after that, it was kind of like a done deal. I just have to send him like a bio and like a mix, and pretty much from that, I've been their team DJ since 2015. But
right,
to actually DJ the games is like a blessing because you get to play everything. Hip hop, R&B, Afro beats, 80s, 90s, old school. So it's like a blessing as like a DJ. You can kind of be creative and play what you want as long as it's as long as you're not playing any swearing or sexually explicit lyrics.
Right,
you're good. So it's dope. So it's
that's what's up, man. Because real talk, man, and shout out to you, man. And you're from what town again? I don't want to mess up the name.
Mississauga.
So I got family in Oshawa and Brampton. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay, Brampton. Yeah, we're very close to Brampton. We're literally like 10 minutes away from Brampton. So
yeah, man. So definitely, it's dope to like speak to people that are close to like my family's towns and stuff like that. I gotta definitely come back up there. It's been a minute.
Yeah, definitely.
Everything with COVID that happened and everything like that. Like the last time I was up there was 2019. So I was like the same year the Raptors won. So
yeah, that whole summer when they won was
God, y'all up there. The North was jumping, bro. Like
it was crazy.
Like if it wasn't Atlanta, it was definitely you guys for sure. Take us into just of your life as a DJ. You touched on it somewhat with having the opportunity with a professional team, but take us into your interpretation or your insight of your life as a DJ, man. Like take us into that.
Honestly, it's been like a blessing, and you know what? There's been obviously ups and downs, like any career. Like it's something that anyone experiences. But honestly, when I first started out, I actually started out on turntables with actual vinyl, 12-inch vinyl. And for like my first probably year of DJing, I learned to DJ on vinyl. And then right around that time is when this one program called Serato came out.
Right.
And I saw that Jazzy Jeff was co-signing it, and I'm like, okay, if Jazzy Jeff co-signs this,
definitely
good enough for me, and everybody else. and literally I hopped on the wave, and then after switched over to the digital realm.
Right.
But definitely, like, I appreciate, having to learn on vinyl by having to learn by mixing by ear, and just when you DJ on vinyl, it's different than, obviously on like a laptop now, you have thousands of songs at your on disposal. When you're DJing on vinyl, you really have, if you're out at a event, you only have maybe 6, 7, maybe 8 crates, if at all, and you have maybe 15, 20, 30 records. So you have maybe, you have to learn how to like DJ off of 50, 60 records and know how to rock the crowd. And there's like a special skill in that, right? So definitely, like, I appreciate that I was able to kind of learn that, and then still kind of apply that now into like the digital realm of DJing.
Yeah, nah, that's what's up, man. Yo, real talk. And I'm glad you mentioned about the Serato, because my label partner, DJ Chase, you know what I'm saying? He was mentioning about during his interview, like as we're going to my guest appearance and everything like that. He was mentioning he was having an interview. He was driving while, doing his interview. So he was mentioning about the person asked him about his top, 5 DJs, and he mentioned about Jazzy Jeff. And then now you're mentioning about Jazzy Jeff. So I'm gonna ask you, like, who were your DJs that influenced you, and as well as with the culture, with the culture DJs, do you feel things are increasing as far as impact, or it's decreasing in that sense?
Yeah, so to answer your first question in terms of the DJs that have influenced me, obviously DJ Jazzy Jeff, Kid Capri, just the way Kid Capri would just take the mic at a party and like put his stamp. It didn't matter who you were at that party, you knew Kid Capri was DJing when he was there. And then just I have like a lot of local Toronto ones, like Ill Kids, starting from scratch, DJ Ritz, Charlie B, Four Corners are kind of some of the ones that have inspired me and influenced me. And I've basically tried to take from all of them and kind of put it into, like myself, just kind of sprinkle in what I've learned and what I've seen that they do as they DJ. But in terms of like DJs having impact, I think now it's actually increasing. I think now that as like a DJ, we're looked to more as just, like the guys or girls that are just pressing play on like a record, and that, like we're having impact because you're seeing DJs now A&R, you're seeing them produce, you're seeing them engineer, like you're seeing them put out records like the way DJ Khaled is, and like you're even seeing them work at big labels as like not only just executives but people signing, and like the ones cutting like the checks. So you're definitely seeing the influence of DJs now, I think, more than even you did 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago, in like at least my opinion.
All right, cool. That's what's up, man. Because the reason why I was asking, because the latest video that happened, it was a video that dropped last week. It unfortunately showed with Wiz Khalifa having issues with his DJ displaying his music, and there's two sides to the coin of that. So on one side of the coin is, all right, unfortunately, that behavior with Wiz Khalifa, it shouldn't have went down, right?
No.
In a sense, right. But then the other side of the coin, people are feeling, oh man, nobody really respects the DJs. And it's like, I'm glad you answered that question the way you answered it, because for me, I feel, unfortunately, over the years, because I witnessed it, what I'm saying, it was the behaviors that were allowed. So even if, unfortunately, that DJ, let's say, I don't think Wiz Khalifa will pull that off on let's say if he had the opportunity to work with Kid Capri. Or,
no.
You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that even gets remotely pulled off. You know what I'm saying?
Not even Europe, maybe in LA and other places. But I think if he was working with like New York DJ, like if it was, God bless, say, like a K-Slay would have smacked him in the face.
Right.
He wouldn't have got a word out. He would have flown across that stage.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So I feel, unfortunately, that DJ that he did it to, it was the unfortunate moment of that happening. But then again, also too, you got to also go on the flip side. Okay, who knows what was transpiring at that time? You know what I'm saying? So, so I'm definitely glad you answered that. Now, definitely with you, I see you definitely changed over artists from DJ. Take us into, we're going to definitely get into your latest track, and as well as your track record of creating singles. Like, take us into with you being an artist, is that always something that you wanted to do, or was it one of the things like, you know, I kind of achieved things thus far as a DJ. Let me just go try to test out this music.
You know what? For me, that's always something that has honestly been like a dream of mine.
Okay.
Ever since I watched like artists like Kid Capri do it from like in like the '90s and K Slay and such, and it's always something that I wanted to do.
Right.
And you know, it's something that I felt I wanted to do early on in my DJ career, but I felt I wasn't probably ready, and I wasn't maybe mature enough, and I didn't maybe know as much. But then just kind of building over the years and building up my name, like I felt, you know, 2020 was like the right time to drop my first single. And honestly, like one of like the reasons I even did that is because I always felt that you have to stand out from your competition or from other DJs. So how do you stand out? One way is to drop your own music. And as like DJs, we're playing other people's music every day in the club, or you know, I'm like, might as well drop something for myself that I like, that I can play at different parties and events, and you know, give that out to other DJs to play as well.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. I'm definitely glad you mentioned that, man, because real talk, man. I'm even witnessing it with my label partner once again, DJ Chase. I'm witnessing him. You know, he was doing things because his dad is legendary as far as within hip hop and shit. So you know, it wasn't short of the stick for him to, you know, be an artist. You know what I'm saying? But he chose to be a DJ, and you know, definitely did amazing things within his career. And definitely I can hear it from you and my creators. I'm glad they're hearing it from you, that, you know, you knew at what point and at what point in your value that you transitioned to that. So definitely with Best Life, you know, definitely listen to it a few times. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely like the vibes of it. It definitely gives me you know, Chris Brownish, Trey Song-ish, type of vibes. And not to compare it to them. I mean, you are of who you are. But take us into the process with that, and what made you want to stay in that lane? Because also the other previous tracks as well, Paper Cut, you know what I'm saying? Paper Cut kind of somewhat edgy a little bit in a sense, but still around that realm. And then Was It Me kind of still touches on that same kind of genre. Take us into that. Is that just something you want to be comfortable with, or was it one of those things like, all right, you know what, marketing wise, I definitely know that could be a hit and definitely transcend and trend really fast?
Yeah, so I mean, I guess in terms of first, even the way that the record came about is shout out to my homies Young Cake and Primo Green. So basically, they had recorded the record. Actually, Primo just made like the rough hook of I think he just made like a rough hook, sent it to me. Sorry, he sent it to Cake. Cake sent it to me, and he's like, "Hey, what do you think about this song?" And I'm like, "I like this song." And then Cake's like, "Well, why didn't you take it? I'll hop on. I'll drop a verse, and Primo can stay on the hook." And I'm like, "Yeah, like let's do it." And when I heard the hook, just even the rough hook, I was like, "Man, this is a hit. This is like a hit record, and it's something that can appeal to everybody, because who doesn't want to live their best life? I don't care whether you're rich, you're poor, you're Indian, you're black. It doesn't matter. Like we like that's something we all aspire to, right? And so in terms of even kind of like putting out that sound, like that sound is something that like I love Afro beats, I love dancehall, I love R&B, I love hip hop. I mean, like I love so many different genres, and definitely like I felt that just kind of putting out like a upbeat record now when things are outside and we're able to travel again and party again properly without any COVID BS and restrictions. I was like, you know what? Because we actually recorded this record in January of 2020.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, initially we were gonna put it out in like spring of 2020, but obviously with COVID happening, we felt, you know what, it wasn't the right time to drop a song about living your best life, and people are dying, people are at home with the, you know, with lockdown. So you know, we pushed it back, and we felt that, you know, 2022 now with things open up, it was a good time to drop the record. And yeah, and like in terms of just like that R&B sound and stuff, like I always say that as a DJ, one of your jobs, or at least like to me that I always look at things, is that you always have to play for the girls, play for like the ladies, play for the guys too, but play for the girls first. And
because they're the buying power.
Sorry,
they're the buying power.
I mean, exactly, right? Because guys are gonna go to a club where they know that girls are gonna be, because they're gonna try to impress the girls and spend money on bottles, and you know, it's just like a cycle. So my whole thinking was, okay, you know, I want to make records, but records A, that I like, and B, records that I can play for like the ladies as well, and records that, you know, that like everyone can enjoy. And like I feel like a record like Best Life, it's not only something that can be played at maybe like a hip hop R&B party, but it can be played at a top 40 party. It can be played at a dancehall party, at a Afrobeat party. It's something that can cross over into different genres.
Right. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. So yo, real talk, man. Of the times that you DJ with the Raptors, has there been a song that just didn't hit with the crowd? Yeah, real talk. Were there any like sets that happened that just didn't hit with the crowd?
I mean, I see with the songs, it's not really so much, because it's not like you're playing for a dance floor where you see people vibing. I mean, like you'll definitely see, like, you know, when you're playing during the games, people are dancing, they're shaking, whatever. But the only time it ever really happened, and it wasn't even the crowd. It was like a Pitbull song that he sampled, Africa by Toto. It was like, and I guess Pitbull had remade it. And I remember after I played the song, it wasn't even any of the fans or people in the crowd. All the security, at least 5 or 6 security guards, came to me and said, "Never play that again," and were complaining. So I had to delete that song from at least playing from the games. Like they were like, "This is horrible. How can you insult Toto? How can you insult a classic song like Africa?" And they just literally went off. So after that, I never played it again.
Damn. So yo, man, real talk, man. Before you got, like, what else is gonna be of the DJ Andre 905 brand, man? Any other future plans coming up? Any future projects coming up? What else you got going on, man? Let us know, man.
Yeah, man. So I have another single actually that's dropping on Monday. It's called Outside, featuring Stay Out Late, which is like a group also from I think Toronto as well.
Nice.
They're like a hip hop duo. Like there's like 3 of them. And so that's dropping on Monday, and we have the video dropping for that record, Outside, probably within a week or 2 after. And for Best Life, we're shooting that video. We actually shot it, but the video that came out wasn't something to our liking, so we're reshooting the video, and for that, hopefully, we're gonna be dropping that end of September.
Ah, nice. My creatives, you hear that, man? We're gonna get more action from DJ Andre 905 coming up. Yo, man, real talk, man. Definitely appreciate talking with you, man. Taking your time to speak with me. But yo, man, real talk. Let everybody know where to follow you at. We're reaching out to my creatives right now. Reach out. Let's go. Let's get it.
Yes. So you can follow me at DJ Andre 905 on all platforms, on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. If you just type in DJ Andre 905, you'll find me. Those are probably like the best 3 to hit me up. And definitely, you know, like, let's get in contact, let's work, and let's, you know, like, let's build something.
Yeah, man, my creators, you already know what it is, man. You know how this is going. Definitely had a great talk with DJ Andre 905, episode 114. CUTS, you know what the CUTS stand for: culture, urban technology, and sports. My creatives, you know how this is gonna go. You know to reach the Ruger Sprayer, the social dream himself, at Reemo Marac _, as well as on Twitter at Reemo Marac. You heard. Also go to the website, ReemoMarac.com. If you want to be a guest on CUTS in season 5, hit us up at CUTS, C.U.T.S Podcast 1@gmail.com. As well as music creatives. You want me to review your music? Hit me up on groover.co. Search for Reemo Marac. I'll review your music. Nonetheless, my creators, this is another edition of CUTS, season 5, episode 114. You know how this is going to go. When I say ha, you know what that ha means? Hashtag PTC. Let's pound that chest. Eyes over the shades. Come on. Man, you already know what it is, man. We're out of here. It's the 2 Up. That's peace. Let's. Hey, my creators, what's going on, man? You know what it is, man. This is Neighborhood Ruger Sprayer, Reemo Marac. Nonetheless, man, you just listened to another episode of CUTS. You know what the CUTS stand for: culture, urban, technology, and sports. Nonetheless, my creators, if you want more, if you want more episodes, if you want to give feedback, hey, if you want to be a guest on the podcast, hit the email cutspodcast1@gmail.com, as well as the Instagram. Hit the Instagram up at c.u.t.s_. Hey, even if you want to get on my personal Instagram, you know what it is, man. Hit me up at Reemo Marac _ on Instagram, as well as on Twitter at Reemo Marac. Also, too, if you want to go to my website, hit my website up, ReemoMarac.com. And also, too, music creatives. You want to send me your music? Send me your music. I'll give you a great feedback. Also on groover.com. You know what's up. You know what it is. The hashtag PTC. That's Pound That Chest. Come on, man. Let's get it. Let's go.